Hello everyone and welcome to World Hydrogen North America 2025, presented by World Hydrogen Leaders, now part of S&P Global. I'm Noah Feingold, a consulting director at S&P Global Commodity Insights, and I'm joined here today by Ashley Cotting, director for origination and development at Stormfisher Hydrogen. So Ashley, thank you for joining me today. And to start, can you tell me a little bit about what Stormfisher Hydrogen is doing in the hydrogen space?
Yes, definitely. So thank you so much for having me. My name is Ashley, and I am on the origination and development team at Stormfisher Hydrogen. We are an e-fuels development company that is building out a portfolio of e-methane and e-methanol projects across the US and Canada. So our scope starts at green hydrogen production, and then we do the derivative fuel and sell that to our off-takers. We're mostly looking at export markets right now in Europe and Asia for those projects. In my role specifically is renewable power procurement for our sites. So obviously with a green hydrogen facility and clean fuel coming from that hydrogen production, the renewable supply is a really key component of our projects. And so I work with renewable development companies, IPPs, to secure the renewable power that will ultimately go into the green hydrogen production for our sites.
Great, and I think you already started touching on this, but hydrogen or green power is such an important cost driver. So if you can also expand a bit on what you're seeing and what are the challenges to get low cost clean energy.
Yes, there are many, but I think the key ones that we're seeing right now, particularly for working with new build wind and solar, which is essential for 45V compliance for the hydrogen tax credit and for complying with our off-takers requirements in Europe and Asia. Syncing up our project timelines can be really difficult. So traditionally for wind and solar, if you're a developer, you're going to be looking for your off-taker for that a year or two out from financing. We can't bring a facility online in just 2 years. We have to do our own engineering, our own permitting, our own financing. And so we're talking to renewable developers much earlier in their project life. And it requires working really closely with them on how we line up our project schedules, how we deal with certain risks to make sure that we're all moving in the same direction at the same time. So that's definitely been a challenge.
Interesting, but I'm sure you're up to the challenge. So thank you, Ashley, for joining us today and talking to us about your role at Stormfisher Hydrogen and in the industry. And thank you all for joining us here at World Hydrogen North America.